I'll spell it for you. D-U-M-M-Y. Like, oh.
You ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. You ain't nothing but a big dummy. God, you a big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy. Don't be a dummy, get your bitch ass shot and fuck around and catch something when I spin that block. In real life, I ain't got no options, cause I done already slid and came out on top. Bitch, blow something, let them hoes know something. I'm from Shooterville where it ain't no front. Big bigs, came up on a big lick, threw him out the whip cause he always on some bitch shit. And I threw a couple switches on the one thing, niggas came to scrap, man, I came for the gunplay. Fuck a black belt, this bitch gon' kick back. Put a little extra sauce on this Big Mac. Flip shit like a motherfucker spatula. One wrong move, watch your body get to racking up. Think he tough cause he got his face tatted up. Still on these bitch niggas' neck like Dracula. You ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. You ain't nothing but a big dummy. God, you a big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy. I ain't about to play with nan one of these guys. All they gotta do is call if you want a surprise. I'll pop up on a nigga like Jack in the Box. And if the shit don't work, then it's back to the block. Said fuck the AR, went back to the chop. Fuck the HK, went back to the Glock. Still with the shits like I'm back on the pot. Touch down in your city like I'm trafficking blocks. Blue tips for the loose lips, hoes in your cool shit. Niggas talk crazy, but they ain't gon' do shit. Cry wolf till we pull up with that new shit. With the green beam looking like a moon mist. I lay a nigga down like a pallet. Always in the cut, ain't no catching me in traffic. Finger on the trigger and this bitch is automatic. And I always been a giver, I let a nigga have it on the game. You ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. You ain't nothing but a big dummy. God, you a big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy. Big dummy. Ain't nothing but a big dummy.
The only reason I call you a dummy is because I call them as I see them. Like, oh. Dummy.
See, the first problem was you tried to take my kindness for weakness. Took me for granted, not knowing all the while I was letting you dig a deep hole for yourself. See, you just a taker, not a giver. So it's time for me to say, be gone, cause you got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
You come up in my crib and you smoke up all my weed. You dented up my ride, then still ask me for the keys. I let you use my credit card for some emergency, and now you got excuses about why you can't pay the fees. You always need a handout every time you come around. Think shit's up in my toilet and you never flush it down. Try to holler at my girl when I was working out of town. Now I gotta cut you loose cause you be stepping out of bounds. You got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
Now baby doll, here we are chilling on the third date, and it's obvious to me that you ain't giving me no play. You've been scrolling through your phone pretty much throughout the day. Now I think it's only fair that you should pay for what you ate. Nah, don't look surprised like you didn't have a clue. You probably running this game on at least a dozen dudes talking about get my head down, take me on a cruise. Time to split, that's what you get for trying to play me for a fool. You got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up.
You got me fucked up.
Got me fucked up.
I'm telling you, it's Rizzo, baby.
Got me fucked up. got me fucked up.
How did you think he was gonna play me? Me.
Salute, and welcome. Welcome back to the Black Ocean Announcement. Being deep in with your host, the one and only Great Black Shark. Let me know if I'm coming in too loud, too low, just right. Let me know. Can you hear your brother? Can you hear your brother? Can you hear your brother? Because tonight, I'm going to cover something that I usually do on Patreon. All we got to do it over here so everybody learns to listen. Men of all ages will learn from this. Women, if you have sons, you better put them up on game. And women already know what we're going to be reviewing here tonight. But review it nonetheless. We must, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It's called the thumbnail in the broadcast. If she does this as a rap, game over. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. We got to discuss it because let me put him on the screen. Oh yeah. Now, this is Captain Breezy. But what we discussing tonight don't have nothing to do with Captain Breezy. He's innocent, so I won't play his theme song tonight, ladies and gentlemen. However, we're going to be discussing something that fits the criteria because I put him up here in his Captain Breezy suit, all hail to the national hero. He represents a mythological feature called him, okay? And gentlemen, no matter what age you are, you have to know if you him or not. Okay, you can't rely on women telling you that you him. You have to know that you him by the way they respect you. Okay, that's the number one thing. Okay, because see him, Captain Breezy. Tell you something, boy. It's wives that'll go, boy. If he say come on and go with me, they are going. It will risk whole marriages, engagements, relationships, situationships, and everything other ship. Okay, they'll jump off your ship if she's not loyal. So now, let's get it out the way. You're not talking about all women. Doesn't apply to all women because all women don't do what we're going to be showing you here tonight. Okay? They don't. So as people come in, moderators, let them know we are talking about specifics. And later on, let me see it, and I'll reiterate it as we get to that part. This doesn't even have to do with anything about specific content creators. It's just an example I caught on a particular platform. I'm like, oh no, I got to use this to teach. Okay? So just making sure that we're clear. So everybody can hear me loud and clear. Just making sure. Like, fist or thumbs up if you can. So with that said, let me go ahead and greet those of you who are my esteemed guests. I see Charlie X in the building. The vegan kitchen queen, Miss Emily Dean, in the building. I see Dolores Lipscomb in here. Okay. Tina Collins, Angelica Lena, Tanisha Murdoch, B1 Satin Doll. Let's see. Josh Norris is in here. My good brother, Mr. Sam, is in the building. Alvin Cooper said, what's the name of the song? First one was Shoot 'em, Make Shoot 'em, remix on the, You Big Dummy by Fred Sanford. Second one was The Rap Rats. Got Me Fucked Up, the name of the song. All right, let's see. Who else do I see? I think that's everybody. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Scroll. I see Nora Randall in here. All right. And yeah, I think that's everybody. So salute and welcome to everybody. Anybody will be joining us in attendance here tonight. Now, we're going to start things out on a humorous note, somewhat, okay? And then we're going to get serious. Brace yourself. Some of this information, you may realize it and realize like, damn, I'm in a situation like this. And if you are, have the self-esteem to get out of that situation. Have the self-esteem to change it, okay? I'm talking to men and women. Both will be able to learn something here tonight. Never stay in a bad relationship or bad situation, whatever. I've told y'all for years, when the respect leaves, you leave, okay? Respect leaves, you leave, all right? So, without further ado, we're gonna temporarily remove Mr. Captain Breezy here. And we're going to get started playing a couple of things and teaching a couple of things. Oh, man, it's going to be a doozy tonight. So without further ado, let's get into it.
A nigga approaches my girl and he asks for her name and she gives it to him, she just cheated. If a nigga is able to make my girl laugh and giggle, she just cheated. If a nigga is trying to clown me and my girl hits him with the stop, be nice, she just cheated. If she does anything other than tell that nigga to shut the fuck up, she just cheated. If my girl has the audacity, the balls to go and give another nigga a hug and there's 2 arms involved in the hug, she just cheated. And if feet leave the floor, like if her feet just like levitates off the ground, she just fucked this nigga. If a nigga gives my girl a compliment and she smiles, she just cheated. If my girl makes contact with any other nigga's hair, she just cheated. If she has guy friends but tell me that that's really her brother, she's been cheating. If she's smoking or drinking or doing any type of, extracurricular activities with another nigga, she's cheating. Even if that shit is a fucking group, a team effort, and it's like, she's not the only girl, she's not the only nigga. Matter of fact, yeah, she's really cheating, cause bitch, you on 3 man? If a nigga approaches my girl and she doesn't look at him with the most disgusted face ever, she just cheated.
Why does
Now, I know you like, GBS, you tripping. Man, what is you talking about? Yeah, that's the humorous portion, but. Overstand that it's funny, but we got to talk facts, okay? Listen, if you respect your significant other, you don't play them kinds of games. On the male or the female end of the spectrum, okay? You just don't. You just don't. You don't play them kinds of games because the golden rule when it comes to relationships is very simple. Do unto others. Treat people like you want to be treated. And if it's something that if your significant other was around, you wouldn't do, well, don't do it, you know what I'm saying, when they're not around you. Because if they were there, you wouldn't do it, for men and women, okay? So it was funny, but there's some truth in that. Because, see, look, let's talk about something, okay? I know a lot of women like, brother, you tripping. Oh, you going to extremes. Oh, no, I'm not. Because, we got to keep it 1,000. And all the real women going to understand. Because, those of you that have sons, you can be like, yeah, brother, you keeping it 1,000. There's a little old thing called imprinting, okay? Let's talk about it. When another man imprints on your woman, and this is done, women take on our mannerisms, our lingo, etc. subconsciously, okay? Now, if it gets to the point where a woman is enamored by another man or what have you, to the point where she's just always laughing at everything he do, start adopting his slang, start getting into stuff that this guy's into that she wasn't before, yeah, she's been imprinted on by another guy. Now, this doesn't happen if your woman respects you and she loves you and you him. When I say him, we talking about if you are this to her, okay? If you are him, because Chris Brown is a perfect archetype for him. If you are him to her, she don't see no other man. Now, is she blind or are people in relationships blind? No, they're not. We still have eyes in our head, but we don't cross boundaries out of respect for our partner, okay? So if you him to her and vice versa, if you're her to him, ladies, on the other end, because both genders can use this, people don't disrespect you. Now, this goes to the younger brothers. I got to say this, everything here on tonight's broadcast is to educate you. Do not crash out to the ladies or gentlemen. Don't crash out. That's never worth it. Best revenge is moving on and living well, okay? Now, I'm saying this to young men primarily, but to women as well. If you are not him or her, to your significant other, ain't nothing you gonna do to make them see you that way. You got to recognize it and move around. Okay? You got to. Crashing out ain't gonna fix nothing. Because if he's him to her or she's her to him, that's a decision that person made. You can't do nothing to affect anybody else's decisions. But you know who you can affect and control? You and the decisions you make. You can always control that. Okay? So that's the positive to that. Okay? That's the positive. Now, we're going to get to something. And I want the ladies to really, really pay attention because I'm giving game for the ladies and the guys tonight. Shout out to the good brother Project Leroy, my comrade in the building. Okay? Listen, ladies, I'm going to play this. Listen very, very, very closely. Then I'm going to come back and give my commentary.
a woman give her worst behavior to the man who treats her the best? It is not always random. Sometimes it is safety. She knows he cares. She knows he keeps staying. She has tested the boundaries, pushed the limits, crossed lines, and every time he remained. So part of her relaxes enough to let the uglier parts come out. Not because it is right, not because it should be accepted, but because she assumes he will absorb it. And this is what many women misunderstand. When a man allows you to hurt him, that is not always weakness. Sometimes it is a choice. He is choosing you over his ego, over winning the argument, over protecting himself first. He is making space for your anger because he can see the pain underneath it. But do not confuse patience with permission. A good man may tolerate a lot when he loves deeply, but his patience is not endless. If he did not care, your words would not hurt him at all. The only reason you can wound him is because he trusted you with his heart. And when a good man finally gets tired, he does not always scream. He does not always beg. He does not always fight. Why does...
Now, let me talk to my sisters over here, the sisters with sense. Now, let me give my disclaimer. I said sisters with sense. So if some female has made her way over here and you're not a sister with sense, let it alone. This don't apply to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Girl power, feminine power, feminism, all hell, whatever you got going on. This ain't for you. To the sisters that want to hear what your brother have to say, and you know I always try to give the positive, no matter what I teach, even when we crack jokes. What I just played for you is very true. Let me make this clear. And sometimes, you know, for the brothers as well, we have to make sure we're not taking the people that we have in our lives for granted. We have to make sure, because all people are capable of that. If you don't appreciate your blessings and appreciate the small things, you can take somebody for granted, men and women, okay? Now, was what we just played there, ladies, understand that, yes, a good man that loves you will put up with a lot. A good person that loves you will put up with a lot, okay? But everybody has a tolerance limit, a breaking point, to the point where they say, okay, no more. You see, if there is passion in a situation, somebody's trying to talk to you or trying to get you to change, do better, this, that, the third, that means they still love you. They still care. Where you in trouble at is if you know you fucking up, and we all know right from wrong, okay? When you know you fucking up and that person see it, you see it, it doesn't mean that you broke them or they accept it. They're just like, all right, I don't care no more. They can be right next to you and 1,000 miles away from you at the same time. That means they've checked out. Indifference is worse than hate, because that means they don't care what you got going on. And I'm going to tell you right now, for men or women, if your significant other gets to that point, you got something going on, you think you slick, don't think you know you don't won. No, they've already replaced you. That's what happened. You've been replaced. It's game over. You're going to be the last one to find out. And a lot of times, whether it's men or women, a lot of people tend to figure out when they lost a good thing when it's already gone. And a lot of times, if that good thing was a specific blessing that was sent to you, whether you prayed for it or not, hey, God don't reward you with more that you don't appreciate. Because see, let me take this banner down. I want to show you something. You're probably saying, well, brother, why do you have this Overton's window up here? Okay. We're going to be thorough over here because, you know, nobody breaks it down like your brother. All right. The Overton's window method introduces how a new idea that is unthinkable, something truly repulsive usually, and then it transitions from the stages of radical to acceptable to sensible. And you see that desired idea bracket on the right to popular to policy. Now, you may be saying, brother, well, this usually applies to politics, and it does. Because you're going to see this Overton's window again in the coming days on the channel. We're going to be cooking over here, okay? However, I want to posit to you this, ladies and gentlemen, because, you know, I like to make people think. And let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because I want to make sure I teach this lesson without interruption. If there's any audio issues, let me know in the chat. Yes, this is an interactive chat to the newcomers over here. We actually look in the chat, okay? This isn't one of them channels where you got people, the only thing they read is a super chat, okay? We don't do that over here. You're welcome to contribute. And yes, for the new people, the banner that I took down is my Cash App. It's pinned in the comment section. I'll put it back up there momentarily. Took it down so I can show y'all this, okay? All right, cool. Y'all can hear me. All right, so check this out. Audience participation time. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Are you ready? Get ready. Get ready, audience, okay? Because I'm going to put something on your mind that nobody's probably ever put on your mind before. I want men and women to participate and tell me what your honest thoughts are. Would you say, looking at all the steps on this Overton's window, that this also applies to modern day society and where we are now as a people, with a lot of the foolishness that once upon a time was completely unacceptable, but due to corporate America, trends, all types of debauchery, Democrats looking at you, okay, and Republicans, not you, y'all got y'all debauchery too. But due to certain influences in society, would you say that this Overton's window applies to a lot of degeneracy once being unthinkable and then becoming this radical, acceptable? Then you got men that feel like women, women that feel like men, and they telling you that nonsense is sensible. Oh, yeah, you picking up what I'm putting down? Then it becomes popular. Uh-oh. And finally, it becomes policy. Oh, when people talk about, do you ever think about Rome, white folks? Because Rome was a bunch of freakadeeks and degeneracy, and I'll posit to you this. Because the freakadeeks ain't gonna like this, okay? When a society becomes degenerate and degeneracy comes out from behind closed doors and it becomes the standard of the day, I tell you to look back in history, ladies and gentlemen, and look at any society, be it Sodom and Gomorrah, Rome, whatever you want to name, that society is on its way out. Because degeneracy is the opposite of anything sensible, healthy, wholesome, or good. They're promoting non-procreative relationships to us and all manner of nonsense, things that target and threaten children, just everything nonsense, okay? So would you, ladies and gentlemen, say that this Overton's window fits where we are in society? This is the question that I'm asking my chat room. I want to know. I want to know. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me now. What do y'all think? I see Angelica Lena says very true. Anybody else have any opinions? Did I shock y'all with that? Because you know, a lot of times I take y'all on a walk that y'all be like, man, where this brother finna go with this? That's why you got to be subscribed over here and you can't hear what any other person tells you about the Black Ocean. You got to come on over here and jump in the water for yourself, okay? We try to teach you things and give you news that you could use over here. So now that I put that on your mind, keep in mind the Overton's window method as we review the next thing here. Now, I'm going to be stopping this. And what I may do, I may play this all the way through, and then I may play it back again and give my commentary. So brace yourself. Here we go.
Yeah.
What if your young lady was friends with another dude? You cool?
Yeah. She gonna understand me way better.
Damn.
What? You know how much when you dealing with a woman that don't got no male friends, like she try and keep it super strict for you, do you know how much delusion you finna deal with on your phone? She delusional, the friend even worse.
Right.
Other friend ain't got no man, she giving all the advice.
Yes, with no man.
I just want one dude. Yeah, if you got a best buddy, step right up. You got a best buddy that he's a dude, he got a job, he take care of his own kids, and he pick up the phone for you. He give you advice. Oh yeah, sign me up. And where's your dad? That'd be my. You know how you get.
That's the next question.
You know how you get to dinner now, like, and you be asking all your little patty pat questions, whatever. My question every time. Right. What's your relationship like with your father?
I don't really mess with him.
I gotta go. I gotta. No, not you.
Okay. No, I'm saying, but she said that she don't really mess.
If she said it. But I'm knowing right now, like, especially if she got like assault that come with it. Like if she said I don't mess with him, I never really met him, but it is what it is. Like I'll just take it with grace. I still got my granddad. I still got. If she positive like that, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm petty. Yeah, that's right. That's the Cops logo, but it's thoughts. That hole over there. Oh, we're going to make these thoughts angry tonight. Oh, yes, we are. But gentlemen, you're going to appreciate this more than anybody. Ladies, you can learn from this as well, because we're talking about this in context in relation to men and women, but you can flip this and the same thing would apply in the direction of the men. So now, as I promised, I let that play without me saying anything. So now we're going to play this back and I'm going to stop this. Oh, yeah, we're going to be like John Mayer and stop this train. Okay, so we're going to run this back and I'm going to stop it to give my commentary as it goes along.
Yeah.
What if your young lady was friends with another dude? You cool?
Yeah. She gonna understand me way better.
Yeah. I think gonna understand me way better. Okay. You big dummy. Lamont, you big dummy. You big dummy. Boy, what in the hell is wrong with you? Listen, you can say that, and along comes him. Our national hero, boy, if you do that and him comes along, because him doesn't have to have Chris Brown's money, height, or fame. Oh, all him has to do is be him to her. Oh, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. No, Iman. Boy, I don't know who raised you. In the words of T.K. Kirkland, who raised you? No. Your woman does not need a male friend to understand you. Young men, listen to your brother, listen to Unc. The only thing, and ladies, apply this to the inverse for your man. The only thing your woman in this context needs to understand you is you. That is what a mature relationship is. And we're going to get to that a little bit later here shortly. Your woman comes to you to understand you. Another man is not you. Now, is it another man? Sure. Now, can she go to her father for advice? Sure, no problem. Brother, uncle, sure. But that non-blood related male friend, it's after 10 o'clock. I'm going to shoot straight with you like I always do. This is the Black Ocean. We don't sugarcoat shit. If he has a dick and it functions, nigga, that ain't your friend. I'm going to say it again. If that's not a blood relation, he's a male with a dick, that's not your friend. And that includes some of the sassy pants sorority, the fairy dust fraternity. You better be careful with these switch hitters because some of them trying to figure it out. Like they say, they think they bi-curious. Now, to me, it ain't no such thing as bi. Once you dip your stick in some peanut butter, hey, man, use a peanut butter pirate. I don't care what you say, okay? But you got them out there, them little paint their nails, purse wearing niggas. Fellas, you better watch them. Let me just tell you what my rule is, and my baby listening, she know. I don't play the male friend thing. That better be your blood relative. I don't do male friends. Nigga, I don't want your church hugging my woman. I don't want you kikiing and cacaing with my woman. You can't hang out with my woman. You damn sure better not come to my house when I'm not there. Unless you trying to go meet Jesus or whoever you're going to meet, okay? I don't play my woman receiving gifts from other men. I don't play my woman hanging out in friend groups where there's a single male around. No. Going to hang out with a group. I'm your friend. God damn it. I'm everything. I'm Mr. Call Me First, okay? Now, I know some women, he's toxic, he's this. God damn it, I'll be all of that shit. Let me tell you something right now. Let's see. My father raised a man. Let me holler at you for a minute. Like a Southern Georgia man is supposed to, let me holler at you. Let me tell you something, man. A man that's actually standing on principles, we don't play about our women. And we have to know that we're him to her, not because she says it, not because she does nice things. It ain't even about the sex we get. It's about how much respect she shows me in my presence and the respect she has for me when I'm not around. Now, you probably saying, if you're a young man, brother, how will I know if my woman has respect for me when I'm not around? Let me tell you something. Pick it up, young man, pick it up. Listen. Older men, you know where I'm going. Your woman will have it'll be clear that your woman has respect for you when you're not around, because when she comes back around you, she's not going to react to you with microaggressions or disrespect, lying by omission, any of these passive aggressive things that will indicate she's lost respect for you. Because I don't care how slick women are, when they've lost respect for you, they can't fake that for long. They can keep it going for a little bit, but see, let me tell you a trick. If it's two dominant men in an equation, and this will work the same way for the women, because if there's a very, for lack of a better term, a very aggressive female and a man is, going back and forth between two women. So ladies, this applies to you as well. That female, whoever's the more aggressive, gonna be like, listen, you got to make a choice now. You ain't finna keep playing with me. So the same thing would apply to a dominant man that fits the criteria of an alpha male. Let me tell you something, man. If you got two alpha males and a woman trying to go between two, she ain't gonna be able to split her time equally, because we're very territorial and possessive. Whether it's two alpha males, a sigma and a sigma, it sure ain't gonna work with a sigma. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. A lot of people don't like them terms, but I'm gonna get back to explaining why I'm using them. Now, if it's a sigma and an alpha, let me break them down like this. Okay, let's start with an alpha and an alpha. Woman cheating, going back and forth between two alphas. Alphas have an ego. They're going to be very demanding, very specific, very possessive and territorial. She ain't going to be able to make her lies and keep ping-ponging back and forth. A choice going to have to be made or something going to come to a head. Okay? Now, if you have a sigma and an alpha, she going back and forth between them. That sigma, because we're more quiet and a lot more territorial and a lot more aggressive than alphas, we're just not loud. So I would fit into the sigma male category. Oh, that's done immediately. We're going to automatically pick up on that and be like, hey, hold on. Let me holler at you for a minute. Because, it's only so much excuses you're going to be able to give when shit don't add up. A person may cut you a break on one or two and say, okay, that's plausible. But if it turns into a pattern, young men, because older men, this, if it turns into a pattern of bullshit excuses here or there, that's contempt. That bitch cheating. Same thing for you ladies. That nigga's cheating if it turns into a pattern of contempt. Okay? Now, if it's a sigma and a sigma, oh no. That shit may last all of 3 days. Because them two are going to be, they going to be like, hey, look here, what's up with all this bullshit that's going on? All these excuses, ain't nobody trying to hear none of that. Because we recognize patterns very, very, very quickly. Okay? Now, did I confuse anybody with what I said? Because I want to make sure I'm thorough with this lesson over here. If anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Ladies or gentlemen, okay? You can ask your questions in good faith over here. All right, this is family over here. Black men and black women get along. This is not a gender war channel for the new people. We just discuss facts and try to break things down from a logical perspective. Now, let me say this. Because a lot of ladies, let me talk to you. If you got a man, okay, no matter what your title is, husband, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, that man is always territorial about you, like Mr. Sam says, is being protective. If he's, hey, look, don't wear this, don't wear that, etc. That's a man that love your dirty jaws, okay? You better not take that for granted, because he's going to provide for you before anybody that you may have a crush on. He's the one that's willing to defend you before anybody you may have a crush on that could just dunk some dick off in you and take off running. Okay? Oh, yeah, we're going to use grown folks language over here. Okay? We're going to make it plain. All right? He's going to be the one that comes up with solving problems, whether you ask him or not. Because, see, talk to me, brothers. For those of you that are taken like myself, when you love your woman, she don't always have to come to you and tell you something wrong. If y'all been together for any amount of time and you love that woman, you know everything about her. You be like, you know what? Because the best of our women be like, hey, babe, you good? Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. And if you know your woman, be like, oh, no, you saying that, but nah, come your ass over here and sit down. You like you got a fever, something ain't right, or if you completely healthy, okay, now sit down, woman, talk to me. What's going on? I know you. You're not yourself. You're not smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like you used to be. You kind of, you kind of off. You're nervous. We know our women. We know y'all ladies, okay? We love you for real. We know everything about you down to every hair on your damn head. Let me tell you something. You're going to laugh, but there's probably some men in here going to laugh right along with you. We might have a favorite hair on your head. Like, oh, you think I don't know you, woman? Hey, come here. Lean your big head over here. I have a favorite hair right here, this one. I've counted them all, okay? I got jokes on being facetious, but you get my point. So, you know, it's the old 80%, 20% rule. Do not leave your 80% that you got at home, woman or man, but that 20% that's out there in them streets, not streets, the streets. See, the streets may have some sidewalks, but them streets, ain't no sidewalks on the streets. They got potholes, okay? They ain't been paved over. Parts of them is dirt roads. Don't take your ass out there into them streets because you got a bunch of single, lonely heifers that ain't got no man and ain't coachable and ain't gonna go nowhere, you know? Don't you get out there, misery love company, ladies and gentlemen. Don't take your ass out in them streets. I said streets with a K, not S-T-R-E-E-T-S. I said streets. 2 different places. Sit your ass down. You go work it out with your partner. Mr. Sam says facts. You can tell when something is wrong. We know. Look, let me further go here with the ladies so that you understand me. Because, you know, I hope I'm getting through to some of the ladies that may need to hear this. You don't want to hear it? Fine, cool. We ain't talking to you. Let me tell you something. A man that loves this woman for real, we are territorial, not just of you. Y'all finna say this toxic, but hear me out. This is love for real. Love isn't just buying your stuff or agreeing with you and telling you compliments. No. Love is loving the whole person. So sometimes we'll be possessive and territorial when we pull you to the side and say, look here, baby. I noticed all week you've been upset. You got this one friend that just keep calling with bullshit that don't never listen when you tell her nothing. I don't want you kicking with her no more. These hoes that you got over here, they always dressing thotty. You taking. Now, go ahead and cut them off. Now, I know a lot of women like, oh, God, clutching pearls. He's possessive. Yes. Because that's us looking out for the relationship beyond the boundaries of our home. The company you keep is the company that you become. Do you understand me? So you better realize that, you know, when we talking and telling you about some of your friends that we be like, no. And we've all told our woman this. We trust you, but we don't trust everybody else around you for the most part. Okay? So, you know, it may sound toxic to the uninitiated and the inexperienced, you know, women. That's fine. You'll figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? But the women that's worth the damn has got somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And hold up. Watch this, right? In case y'all think I'm just whistling Dixie. And I took him down for a minute. Captain Breeze. Shout out to him. Salute to the national hero. All the brethren in here on the sound of my voice. If I'm full of shit, call me out on it. But if I'm right, every man on the sound of my voice that agree with what I said, I want you to fill this chat room up with the fire sign emoji. Light it up. If I told nothing but the truth, if you can relate to everything that I just said as a man, especially those of you that are taking, put that fire sign emoji in this chat room and let these women know it ain't just me. Because, you know, some of the women that may review this, your notes speak for all men. All men. Shut up. There's a difference between men and males. These little soy boy sauce warriors that you call men, let me tell you something. They'll let you do anything, get away with anything, say anything, take anything kind of abuse from you. And that might be fun, okay? That might be fun. It may be. But let me talk to you ladies while my brethren in here that agree with what I'm saying is burning up the chat room. Continue to burn it up. All men inside of my voice, you agree with what I said, burn it up. Listen, let me talk to you. Ladies, here's why a pushover man is dangerous to you. Might be fun, might be cool, but it's dangerous. Now, why? First of all, a pushover man has no backbone. He's not a courageous man, so he's not going to defend you when he needs to. Hell, he's not going to even realize when he's supposed to defend you. He's going to never tell you no when you need to hear it, because a good man tells you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear. Same thing would apply for, you know, in the other direction. A good woman tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Then this inadequate male, because he has not earned the status and the right to be called a man. Here's the big one. Eventually, you're going to go out with this little build-a-boo, this little purse poodle, because that's what I call them. They're basically like a purse poodle. You're going to go out amongst other couples. You're going to resent looking at other women that actually have decent men that like, hey, when they get ready to pay for something, a man ain't standing over there in the corner like a toddler looking at you with your purse, waiting to see what you gonna do. No, he like, hey, baby, I got that. Go ahead over there or get our tables, get our reservations, whatever, you know, but I got that. Bring the bill to me. Whether it's a cruise or anything, you're gonna resent that and you're gonna start to hate this soft nigga. But I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong if you chose him. He can't be nothing other than he is. You chose him. You saw it. You thought it was fun. The Russell Wilson types, yeah, Russell's talking about you. Nigga, sit up here, you got your woman walking around in a dress with her ass out and your stupid ass is standing in the background picture smiling. And remember all the whole like, well, if he comfortable with it, or why you got a problem with it? Yeah, if he like it, we love it. But while we excoriate the Russell Simpsons, aka Russell Wilsons, why we excoriate them is because you make him a pariah. That's not something that you want your sons to grow up to be, young sisters. Right now, for the sisters in here, this is your time to burn up the chat room. The sisters that have sons. If you think that what I said is harsh, watch how I put this to you, because a lot of people don't ever break it down in this type of context. We finna break it down from the A-road to the Z-road. For the sisters that have sons, do you want your son growing up with a woman that gonna go out in public and show her whole ass and unmentioned for everybody? Sisters, burn up the chat room if you have sons and you want your sons to grow up and choose a woman that respects him. A woman that you can be saying, I'm proud this is my daughter-in-law. Now, women, if you have sons and that's what you want for your sons, put that fire sign emoji in the chat. The men had their chance. I need the sisters to burn it up one time. I give you time. Now, if you don't have sons and you like, no, I want my son to grow up and get, you know what I'm saying, a woman that's going to come out in coochie cutters, titties everywhere, ass everywhere, OnlyFans, all that good stuff. You know, hey, well, where the women at that's got sons in here? Might not be too many women with sons over here. I see a couple of y'all. Okay. All right, ladies, here we go. Y'all sound off, man. I mean, light it up. Let people know what we're talking about over here. Because, see, you know, respect is everything. Whether it's the men showing the women respect, the women showing the men respect. Respect is the foundation of the relationship. Respect is what's going to keep you together when the other things seem like they're in doubt. When you respect a person on either end, you're going to make it. You got a chance. Got a chance, okay? So we're going to let this continue.
Damn. What? You know how much when you dealing with a woman that don't got no male friends, like she try and keep it super strict for you, do you know how much delusion you finna deal with on your phone? She delusional, the friend even worse.
Right.
Other friend ain't got no man, she giving all the advice.
Yes.
No, Shannon, no. No, Iman, no. Y'all remember that cartoon, Two Stupid Dolls? It's cute, huh? But it's wrong. Listen, man. First of all, a relationship is between y'all. And unless it's something dangerous or somebody's in danger, some extenuating circumstance, health risk or something, your relationship problems are for you two to work out. You don't put other people in the middle of that. That's the quickest way to end the relationship. Don't you ever do that. Now, if it's somebody's safety in danger, a health issue, or criminal, something going on, okay, cool, that's different. Relationship stuff, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to learn your person. You two are supposed to be your biggest problem solvers. You sit down with each other, and this is where it goes back to having respect. If you have respect for one another, you can sit down and talk about any and everything together. Relationships gonna have problems. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage, perfect relationship. Or a situationship, if you got that. But if you want to keep whatever you have to sit down with respect for each other and have adult conversations where one speaks, the other listens. When the other speaks, the other listens. And you listen to understand, not just listen to respond. You sit down with the mindset that you want to work out whatever problem it is, okay? That's how you keep that. So now, and Iman, you know, if your woman is incapable of understanding you without another male friend, brother, you're not a very good communicator. You may not have matured to that point to know how to communicate like a man in a relationship and as a leader. See, I'm gonna tell you something. What this goofy don't realize, and see, I got to be vulgar with this, but I'm gonna tell the truth because I've seen it many times. Don't ask me how I know because I'm innocent, of course. But listen, there's some very extravagantly wealthy men out here that think like he do. And then there are men that are male friends that don't have a fraction of what he have. Land big Donkey Kong wood to his woman. Boy, Iman and any simp like him. Let me tell you the homegrown Georgia truth. Nigga, if your woman is confiding on the shoulder of another man, if he's making her laugh, if he's becoming her psychological comfort food, you better understand that the infidelity starts in the mind, not the bedroom. You hear me? So much so that just like a ship that isn't anchored down, where you should be the one she goes to, she's drifting off and prefers to go to the male friend over you. Okay? Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I'm coughing getting it out. Excuse me. Listen, I'm going to repeat it. If your woman gets comfortable going to the male friend versus you, your stupid ass is in trouble. And it's just a matter of time. This is a straight heterosexual male before he say, yeah, I done absorbed enough emotional intelligence and problems. It's time for me to dunk some dick off in him. You think that if she's gotten that comfortable and emotionally attached to that man that them legs ain't gonna open? Let me tell you something, boy. If you believe that, I got a bridge in Brooklyn and one in San Francisco. I'll sell you at a discount rate. Let's let it continue.
Yes, with no man.
I just want one dude. Yeah, if you got a best buddies, step right up. You got a best buddy that he's a dude, he got a job, he take care of his own kids, and he pick up the phone for you. He give you advice. Oh yeah, sign me up. And where's your dad?
Hold on, buddy. First of all, let's talk about this male friend thing. Because you know some women argue, dog, I do have male friends, you big dummy. I'm gonna say it like it I see since after hours. You think you got a male friend, if you one of the women that believe that, and I'm talking about not blood related, call that nigga up and tell him that you want to give him some pussy one day and see if that nigga don't be over there before you hang up the phone. You be like, well, you know, I just thought about it. You want to take our relationship to the next level? What you mean? Well, you know, I got some sensual urges I need. You know, that nigga be over there like the Flintstones. You ever seen the cartoon The Flintstones when they jump up, they running in the air? Man, that nigga, you'll hear this. You'll hear that all of a sudden. You'll hear. You gonna hear that motherfucker knocking on the door while you still talking on the phone. He'll be like, hey. That motherfucker gonna show up like Nate on goddamn, you know what I'm saying, on Set It Off. Shit, he gonna be there. Okay? That nigga gonna come, that motherfucker he gonna run there, boy. That nigga may get stopped for indecent exposure. That's the only thing that's slowing down. That motherfucker gonna be running over there with his dick in his hand. He's like, yeah, boy, I've been waiting on this shit, boy. I've been listening to this heifer cry and whine about that nigga. Oh, boy, finally, the day's the day, goddammit. Male friend, my ass. Yeah, we got jokes over here, but we got to make it stick, all right? We got to make it stick, because what I got to show y'all later, boy, y'all not going to believe it. Let's let it continue.
That'd be my, you know how you get that's the next question. You know how you get to dinner now, like, and you be asking all your little patty pat questions, whatever. My question every time. Right. What's your relationship like with your father?
I don't really mess with him.
I gotta go. I gotta. No, not you.
Oh, no, I'm saying, but she said that she don't really mess. She don't.
Oh, if she said it. But I'm knowing right now, like, especially if she got like assault that come with it. Like if she said I don't mess with him, you know, I never really met him, but it is what it is. Like
now that's very important as far as women. You do want to try, and you know, look, you're not gonna find unicorns out here. People's situations are different. But if possible, you do want to try to find, you know, the women that have a good relationship with their father. You know, definitely preferably a two-parent household, so she had the mother there to see what a good mother and a woman is supposed to be. Wife and, you know what I'm saying, to a husband. You know, but everybody's situation is different. Things are not perfect. But that's important. It will tell you a lot about what a woman thinks if she has a good relationship with a father. So I will agree with that. But that male friend stuff, okay. Only do that if you want your woman to be like Daphne Joy in the Diddler video, okay? Oh, for those of you that saw the Diddler video, Mr. Skylar Diggins, they say he working with 16. That's what they say. So only do that if that's what you want. Let it continue.
I just take it with grace. I still got my granddad. You know, I still got, if she positive
uncles and
like
stuff
that,
like, yeah.
cool.
Now, told you I was going to give my commentary. This next thing applies to thoughts. So let me give the disclaimer. The moderators, as people come in, remind them of what I'm about to say. Let me get this out the way now. What I'm about to play for you next is an example of what I warned people about for years with these damn call-in dating shows. It's good entertainment. I'm going to tell you my rule of thumb. My woman been not calling nobody's dating show talking about our relationship. If she wants the relationship to be over now, she can do that. But that's nobody's business but y'all's. And if you got to call into somebody's dating show, and this works for the men as well, your relationship is your personal business. So it wouldn't be cool if men called into a woman with a dating show. If you got to call in outside your relationship to talk to somebody else, you already fucked up because you should be able to talk to that person that you're dealing with. Okay? Barring that it's not something criminal, a health issue, or somebody's in danger of being hurt. But that yeah, it's good entertainment. But all the motherfuckers you hear calling into these call-in shows, let me go ahead and get this out of the way right now. Now, this ain't to hate on nobody. The person that I'm about to play here that has a platform, it ain't even about them. Whether you like or don't like this person, yes, I know what that person was involved in with another individual, another woman that happened about, 2 or 3 years ago. That ain't my business. That's for them. They grown. That matter was resolved in court. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't have a dog in the fight. So it's not about this particular individual, okay, nor anybody. But I'm playing this as a lesson like I always do to show you in real time an example of something that I've often talked about. And I'm glad people have to call in dating shows. Don't get me wrong. You can learn from everything because everything that's calling in ain't worth 2 dead flies put together. And we got to go in and get straight to brass tacks. On the end, where is, because I've seen it with the men calling into the women with the dating shows. And look, I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. I don't want to scratch nobody's hustle. So I ain't going to call no names of other people. But y'all done seen the female content creators. I'm trying to help the men and helping the men. And some of these helpers be whole married women sitting up there with titties all in the camera, wearing tight shit, getting all strutting around so they can show their ass. I'm helping the men. Listen, I respect the hustle. I ain't gonna call no names. Bravo, get your bag. Cause these goofy, thirsty online self. See, let me tell you what happened with that. I don't call nobody name, but I am gonna explain the hustle, which I ain't mad at. For that particular archetype where the women helping the men, they figured out, and it's quite genius. So I do salute this. Those female content creators, if they have simps in their life that they're married to or talking to, that's stupid enough to let their woman get on camera like that, okay, or gonna agree with it because you can't stop them from doing that, but you can control what you do. Okay, you be with somebody like that, you like a damn fool. But listen, here's the hustle. You don't put your titties all in the camera, so you don't want to go bust it open like the OnlyFans chick, but you've been able to grab that market away from them by saying, okay, I'll tell you what you need to hear, and I'll give you softcore porn, and you so thirsty and dusty and pathetic that you'll come over here and pay me. So believe it or not, those female content creators are in competition with the OnlyFans site, and them OnlyFans sites are mad. They're like, bitch, I'm on here busting it wide open for these niggas to get their little simp coins, and you done figured out how to get it with your clothes on? Oh, bitch, I hate you. I bet y'all didn't know that was going on, huh? Oh, yeah, I see everything. Now, the inverse. The call-in dating show with the men's. Again, not to hate on them. Get your hustle, get your hustle, get your hustle, flex your hustle muscle. But I'm going to tell you what I see. These guys may be very attractive and considered conventionally handsome by the women. Them women ain't calling in because they value what them guys are saying. They thirsty asses calling in because they low-key got crushes on you. Think I'm hating? I'm finna prove this tonight. The hell, them guys ain't even got to be on camera. This is going to be a perfect example. So I don't think I'm hating. What I'm about to show y'all and let you listen to is an example of what I'm saying. So some of y'all be like, yeah, brother, I rock with you, but you tripping, man. You want some bullshit. You better understand. It goes back to what I said earlier in the broadcast about imprinting on a woman. Sure, the visual helps, but you don't have to be on camera. Let me just go ahead and tell it to the young men like it is. Your looks will help. If you're a certain height, it'll help. But you know what the core essence that attracts a woman to you is your traditional masculinity, or what they perceive is masculinity. Your personality as a man is what draws them to you. All the rest of that shit is just extra. So tonight is going to be a perfect example again. And again, let me reiterate this for the slow people and moderate to remind people because they may be coming in late. This is not about that particular content creator. This ain't to hate on them. This is just to play you an example of what happens if you got a chick that don't respect you and she calling in to these, whatever you want to call them, broadcast, dating show programs, whatever you want to call them. Let me just go ahead and say it one more time. If your bitch or your nigga is calling in talking about your personal relationship to somebody else, and fellas, here's the big one. Now, ladies, this is another way if you know if your man really for real about you or not. Let me ask this question before I play the next portion of the broadcast to all my men, okay? To the brothers in the chat room, get ready to answer this question in real time. Give me a black fist if you agree, okay? Okay? Black fist in the chat if you agree. Brothers, do we play the game of our woman being so invested with another man that she got to argue with him? Because my old school brothers know where I'm going with this, but you young bucks may not have caught this in case your fathers didn't teach you or you didn't have your father in your life. I'm saying that to denigrate you, but you're going to learn over here tonight. And share this with a young man that may be in this situation. We finna give them something they can use. Let me tell you something. Brothers, I'm going to ask the question again. Do we play our women being so emotionally invested where they got to call up a stranger and argue with them, whether it's public or online? Because I'm finna break down why we don't play that. So my brothers, do we play it? Where the men at in my chat room? Every man on the side of my voice, let me know if you play that game or not. Huh? I see Melvin Jones says no. Project Leroy, no. Lee Holmes said no. Melvin Jones put in the fuck no. Alvin Cooper said nope. Benjamin says nope. Mr. Sam says no other man should get that much energy. Yes, sir, Mr. Sam. You know where I'm going, my fellow Georgia brothers. Shout out to Savannah. Shout out to your whole household, my brother. May y'all be blessed. They are doing an outstanding young job. And shout out to y'all's daughter, Sister Sarah Renee. Please put her business in the chat room. For those that don't know, she started a hair care line called Larissa, I think. So if y'all have the link to her, you know, products, and if y'all ready, hey, feel free. Y'all know y'all can advertise over here. Y'all family, man. Shout out to you, Sister Sarah Renee. Get them coins. That's much needed. Proud of that young sister because she's saying, hey, man, I ain't going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. We finna get some of that hair care money back from these these soy sauce supremacists. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to you, sister. So y'all put up business in the chat room, you know? But see, the reason why we don't play our women arguing with another man is like, hey, man, that's passion. And I'm finna play you the perfect example of this disrespect. And again, this ain't to hate on the content creator. He just had an excellent example of this. I said, okay, I can use this to teach. If your woman is that much invested arguing with another man, that means she's enamored by him enough to care what he thinks. And let me tell you how my father raised me. If I see that shit, we finna have a conversation. I'm like, look here. Who this motherfucker here that's so important to you that you care about what he think enough to argue with him? That ain't your place to argue with no other man. Even if you are genuinely upset and you're not attracted to him, I don't want my woman arguing with another man because if this dude is the type of dude that want to put his hands on women because you said something, now that's a problem. And you put your hands on my woman and she ain't touch you, I'm going to put my hands on you. I'm going to put my hands on you in ways where, you know, I'm going to rearrange your ass. I'm going to turn your ass into a Stretch Armstrong. We're going to fold things up, but boy, there's a lot of shit ain't going to work right. So, you know, I tell my woman, don't you go back and forth with no other man. If something need to be said to another man, you come get me. I'm your representative. That's right. I am old school, traditionally masculine. I ain't on that new age bullshit. I'm a Gen Xer. For those that don't know, I ain't going. So we don't play that shit. And ladies, you better check yourself. I'm going to tell you, like, everybody's supposed to tell you. I know we're in a new age time with all this crazy confusterized, yes, I made up a word, confusterized bullshit that's going on. You ain't got no business arguing with another man. That shit ain't cute. You are out of fucking pocket. Check yourself. Because that could be dangerous if you're dealing with a punk that want to put his hands on you. And it make it look bad because, you know, again, to the outside, we're like, hey, man, who the fuck? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Who this nigga here ain't paid now bill? Ain't took care of your now time? You know what I'm saying? You know? And took care of your now time when you were sick? Ain't fixed your car when it was broke down, changed now tie? Huh? Ain't done none of that shit. Ain't stayed on late night if you're going through your cycle trying to rub your back to make sure you're okay, to make sure you know that, hey, I got you. Motherfucker ain't done none of that shit. Like, who the hell is that? You know? Yeah. Oh, and Sister Mrs. L, she says, put a link in the chat. She won't be able to put it in the chat if she's not a moderator, good sister. So she'll have to comment or something. I'll have to give her a wrench. But yeah, links won't show up in the chat unless it's like a moderator. So, no. All right. Okay, there you go. Hey, sister. Hey, sister Sarah. Hey, listen, get that money. Hey, we expect you to be very successful, young lady. Get that money. Take that haircut industry back. You might be the one to set it off, okay? Sometimes it only takes one, because before we get to our rest of our subject matter here, I'm saying this to her and anybody. Hey, man, sometimes all it takes is one person to have a vision to set something off and start a chain reaction. So, sister, you know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate you, you know, taking that step to be an entrepreneur. You put your link over here. We're going to definitely support you. You know what I'm saying? We got a good crowd over here. They always show up and show out. And one of the things we got to start doing with our platform, since we in this economic delineation, we got to let people know where the quality black business is at. As long as you got quality product, quality customer service, hey, man, you can't go wrong. Okay? So, yeah, man. So, you know, without further ado, you know what I'm saying, sister, you know, feel free to put the link in the chat many times tonight. You don't have to do it just once. You can do it many times. Y'all family. My brother Maxwell Jenkins says, I dislike being confusterized. Me too, my brother. Don't none of us like it. Men or women. So, without further ado, we're going to play the example of what I was telling y'all about that situation where your chick is out of pocket if she calling into a dating show arguing with another man. And one more time, this isn't to hate on the content creator. This is to teach a lesson and to show people about something that I taught and talked about for years in real time. Just let it continue.
Chrissy here on Zoom, at least allegedly there. All right, Chrissy, what's on your mind?
Sorry.
Speak up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, sorry. The broadcast was a little delayed. Hi, how are you?
You have a new gold weave in here.
I do. Why do you always remember what I look like? Anyway, so my main question when I'm watching this, like, what do you get out of this? Like, talking about married women. You're not married, correct?
Are you offering?
You're not married, correct?
Are you offering?
Are you willing to? No, I'm playing. Why, you taking me up?
No, the last time that you called me up, you already screwed yourself out of a bunch of money. The last time you called me up,
I said send me the money, and I gave you my cash.
Ma'am, you took too damn long. You took too damn long. You should have took it in the first place. You're a terrible strategist.
No, you started at 100, and I got you up to 300, and then you wouldn't give me the money.
No, ma'am, you didn't say yes quickly enough.
Yes, I did. I said, as soon as you said $300, I said, oh.
Now, let me tell you something, man. For those that don't know, this is from Jason Black's The Business Channel. This chick is named Chrissy. Okay, and again, saying to hate on nobody. This is just a perfect example of why you chick out of pocket. Now, for those of you that didn't catch this when it was live, and it's still up on this channel, on the Business Channel, you can go and check it out. Wait till you hear what she's about to say to let you know why her behind is way out of pocket. Boy, it couldn't be me. Because first of all, like I said, I don't care who you are. My woman ain't got no business calling nobody up asking for a damn thing. Then I'm like this. If I have granted you grace to have my woman's number and make contact with her, you better call at a decent hour. Let me tell you something. You got a window from daylight. Okay, we talking, hey, anything after 9 a.m., your cutoff time is 7:30 p.m. Come 8 o'clock, boy, don't you call my house when the sun down. Don't you call my woman when the sun down. You like, ooh, boy, you old school. You damn right I am. And that includes a call-in dating show. And he calls it a broadcast, whatever. I don't care what you call it. Anything. You calling another man over after hours, late night. Oh, boy, you better not let me find out unless you want to be promoted to single. Or better yet, as I like to say, I'm going to give you one, gentlemen, because you know I'm the king of petty with these terms. Don't promote them to single. Promote them to astronaut and give them all the space they need. Because, boy, that's exactly where you'll be if you pull this. Y'all check this out now, because this is very interesting here. Boy, it's about to get wild.
Okay, send me the money. And then you hung up.
No, man, the whole thing is recorded.
Because you didn't have $300 and it's okay.
The whole thing is recorded.
Okay.
I want y'all to go back and find the program that she called in on. The whole thing was recorded.
And as soon as I said yes, you didn't give me the $300 because I started laughing. I was like, yeah. And then you hung up. And so, wow, how lame.
But anyway, what it does show is that you was ready to drop it for it.
Obviously,
all we were doing.
If I negotiated up to $300, obviously I wasn't.
All we were doing was haggling over the price, as the old saying goes. That's
yeah, and you wasn't willing to break bread, so
you were.
Now let me point out something else, because Jason was engaged in conversation with her for his own purpose on his own broadcast, but we're analyzing this for a different purpose to teach a lesson over here. To my young men, now the older men, you know this, you know where I'm going. But I don't care if she gets offended. I don't care who get offended. But to my young men, pay attention to the cadence that this woman is speaking. This is a hood rat talking. Yes, I said it. I don't give a fuck if bitch get mad. This is an ain't shit bitch right here on this phone, okay? This is an ain't shit bitch. You probably like, brother, how could you say that? Why? Oh, just wait till we get on further down the line. This that fast talk, that's hood rat ease, okay? Yes, they have their own language, hood rat ease. It's number one, the bitch out of pocket for doing this in the first place, all right? That's game for the young brothers. Let's let it continue.
Willing to break more than bread.
What? I was willing to show my face to your vicious, violent audience.
Baby.
Yeah, and putting myself at risk of violence. Yeah.
So you wouldn't do more than that?
No. Do you know how violent and vicious your audience is?
This is how foolish you are right there, is that you should not be saying things that are false. People can deal with you if you were an honest negotiator. When you're a dishonest negotiator, you're actually screwing yourself.
How am I dishonest when you wouldn't even give me the money?
Now, let me pause this right here. Now, pay attention to that exchange right there when Jason said, hey, so you wouldn't be willing to show more than that? And she paused for a second, then said no and stuttered. And then Jason tell her, hey, now, being dishonest, hey, we can deal with you where you are. That's basically him letting y'all know without letting you know that, like, he probably done seen more than that. Or she's insinuated to him that, look, he know what he dealing with, okay? Who these hoes think they fooling? Oh, she ain't done. Oh, she is not done. It's just getting started.
I said yes.
First of all,
you're the only one dishonest here.
First of all, that's not the way that happens. Second of all, there is no oil executive on your phone, but I am.
I been stopped talking to him. First of all, my current man got my hair done, and don't worry about that.
Bingo, right there for anybody like, brother, you just calling her out her name for no reason. This, first of all, let's break it all the way down. You done called up to what we assume is a stranger. We don't know. It ain't my business to know. We just teaching. Okay? You call up to, for sake of reference here, we'll assume stranger. All right? He know about your last relationship, and he know about your current man that you boldly saying. So basically, this raggedy ain't shit bitch ain't worth two dead flies put together. Is telling y'all that she's currently in a relationship while on the phone flirting with another man, haggling, to use Jason's term, about some money. Now, y'all know when the business broadcast it runs for several hours. Usually 4, sometimes 6, 7 hours max. So it's going to be late night hours. This raggedy bitch is flirting. You in a relationship with another man, you playing like this? Hold on, man. Let me ask the brothers in my chat room. How many brothers in here would play this game with your woman? Would you, if your woman, anybody, I don't, because this ain't just about Jason. Let me say it again for the slow folk. This ain't about Jason. The question I'm asking is, how many men in my chat room, if your woman did this, how many brothers in the chat room will be cool with your woman playing this kind of game? Her current man means she's in a relationship. Brothers, is this acceptable? I'll wait. Because to me, it ain't. Now, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care how I know you. It's certain things we don't share. And I would not ever share my woman. Boy, she couldn't be my chick. Where the men at? Niggas is quiet in here, because I hope none of you niggas ain't in a situation where this is you. Okay, Mr. Sam, you know what I'm saying? He's speaking up. He's like, no, not at all. Well, where the rest of you niggas? Okay, Benjamin say no. Some of these people might be cool with it. Okay, there go the dude speaking up. I know it ain't that big of a fucking delay. Roger and Leroy say absolutely not. Okay. All right, there's a few dudes brave enough. Look, hey, might be some of you niggas you willing to share your woman with a Chris Brown or Jason Black or whoever the fuck it may be. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there go my brother Rubienzi, Felicia. He says no. Elite Prince say hell no. Okay, here we go. Now I went men aside. Now Michael Williams say it's not happening. Leo, right? He put the crossed out emoji in the chat room. Okay? So see, this shit right here, man, boy, I couldn't do it. But see, she ain't done. She ain't done. And for you young bucks, you better pay attention to this. If your chick doing this shit right here, hey boy, you stay if you want to, but don't complain, because you know what you got. Let's let it continue.
That was getting your hair done?
Oh, please.
Okay. I can definitely.
Then we got to check this out, because see, this goes into what I'm talking about when a man has imprinted on a woman. Now, Jason using, everybody know Jason, he got his sound deck over there, he have his sounds and stuff. But now, to go to show you how this bitch is further out of pocket and she's been imprinted on by Jason, I ain't gonna say it like this. She want to get Jason some coochie, okay? It is what it is. We hear it, we all see it. He said, "Ho, please." Now, a woman that's not enamored by a man, because a woman that's really enamored by a dude, she'll put up with anything, even the insults. But you got to be him to her. This is why I took the first part of my broadcast to break down the difference about if you really him to her. That's why I said you don't always have to be seen or be on camera. I've seen Jason do this several times, by the way. This ain't the first time now. Hey, Jason's a bad man over there. You can like him, they can hate him, whatever. I've seen him pull this off of him over the years many different times. I done seen him, just as point of reference, take an angry woman that's pissed off, yelling at the top of her lungs. And before that call was over, he had that at him for eating out his hands. I said, boy, look at this. So, the whole thing with this helper here, he played the whole please sound effect. And her stupid ass still on the phone? Yeah, bitch, you done been imprinted on. Young bucks, beware of this shit. Don't you play these games. It'll continue.
You even mention it if my hair is not done.
Yeah.
That was literally the first thing you mentioned, but my hair ain't done. Oh my God.
I could
You're
definitely
such a clit writer.
I could definitely
You're such a
outdo
clit writer.
that. Yeah, that.
Anyway, you want to ride my clit so bad.
Okay.
It's really crazy.
Got to break it down even further. Two things here. And again, this is not personal towards Jason. We are having a teaching moment, as he would say. Okay, we having a teaching moment. Listen, first, he said, I could definitely outdo that. Now, you done already been out of pocket. You got your goofy ass on the phone talking to another man that's not your man. When another man is talking about outdoing your man and you entertaining that, and then you gon' immediately, here's the way she's at fault. You introduce something sexual. You want to ride my clit so bad. That's not an insult. This fucking bitch is flirting. Yeah, I'm saying it that way because these the ain't shit bitches that fuck it up for the good women out here. So if I run across a hood rat, I don't care who broadcast you on. I'm gonna call y'all. Don't fall over here in the Black Ocean. I'm gonna let you have it. Okay? You want to ride my clit so bad. Fellas, watch this, right? Because see, I want to make sure I tap back in with the brothers. Brothers, what I just said, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Did y'all catch that? You want to ride my clit so bad? Is she really arguing with Jason or is she flirting with him? And again, this ain't no hate on him because look, it's not his fault. Let's be clear. Your bitch doing this, don't you come at the man. For my young men, I should have said this at the beginning. Let me say it now. This is very, very, very important. Your bitch is doing this, don't you come at the dude. It ain't his fault. He ain't made you no promises. So whoever dude, Let me say this to whoever Chrissy man is, if he done found out about this, don't come at Jason. That's not his fault. That's not his fault. He didn't tell me to say this. I ain't defending nothing. I'm just telling you, whether it's Jason or anybody, don't you come at the other man. A man can't get no further than your bitch allow. Do you hear me? He can't get no further than your bitch allow. You go to her if you're going to go to anybody. Brothers, is she flirting or not? You want to ride my clit so bad. Why would you even need to feel, if you're going to insult the man, you would think cursing him out. Oh, no, you playing. Pay attention also for my young men, because you older brothers, you get that, okay? You older brothers get it. But to my young men that need to be educated, because a lot of them out here, they need to have this game. Pay attention to the cadence and the tone of her voice. That's playful, the way she said it. If a woman is insulting a man, she don't have no flirtatious, playful tone. Okay? See, this is where listening and paying attention and having common sense comes into play. So again, this ain't Jason's fault. He ain't do shit wrong. He was minding his business on his own broadcast. This bitch called him. Okay? And whether it's him or anybody, don't ever go to the man. The man may not know nothing about you, or if he do, he didn't make no promises to you. The inverse would apply to my ladies, to my sisters. Don't you go to the other woman. You better go to your man. She can't get no further than your man allow. So it go for both genders. I hope everybody picking up what I'm putting down. Let's let it continue.
Anyways, what do you get out of making fun of women who, anyway, you're not married, correct? I asked a simple question.
Yes, that's a silly question.
Furthermore, too, and Jason Klein asked, but furthermore, too, to show you what I mean about when a woman has been imprinted on by a man that she's enamored with, to my young bucks, because again, this isn't to educate you older guys. This is primarily everything I'm saying here is for the young bucks. Now, anybody can learn from it if you're a naive older man, but to my young bucks, when a woman is consistently and repeatedly asking questions of a man, that means she's showing interest in him. Like, why is it so important for you to know what his marriage status is? You could easily go back several broadcasts. Anybody knows that. But see, this bitch already know that because she's been, look, let me tell you what you're looking at or listening to here. Long before she's ever called into his broadcast, because this ain't the first time she called in, from what I understand from what he said, there was another time she called in. But even before that, I'm talking about before whenever broadcast number one she called in was. This started long before she picked up the phone. She built herself up to finally, I'm going to call him one day and start flirting with him. And that goes for any man. I'm just using Jason as the example. That goes for any man. You better watch that imprinting, fellas, because see, once you no longer him, you better recognize that. And I've already gave you several signs of how you'll know. You pay attention to her behavior, her lingo start changing. And you know what I'm saying? And look, you can damn near tell who it is. You be like, motherfucker, you got that shit from this nigga. So that's why you always talking like that. See, this is where becoming an older experienced man, we spot this shit immediately. This shit don't last long with most of us. So you young men, pay attention to what I'm saying. Let's let it continue.
So you're not married anyway, because if you was, you would be like, yes, and my beautiful wife is in the back. Anyway, so you're not married.
No, I'm not married. Everybody knows that.
So what do you get out of talking about women who are married all the time? That's all you do, sit around talking about women who are married and men who are married, happily married.
Well, what do you get out of this? First of all, most marriages are not happily married. So that's a statistical
Thank you for admitting that. Thank you.
What do you get out of arguing with him about it? He's over there on his broadcast. He can do what he please over there. So the question would be, what you get out of arguing with him about his opinion? She's been imprinted on.
I'm gonna write that down.
First of all, most marriages are not happy marriages. That's statistical lie. So your statement is fallacious. You're the one who made the statement, which is fallacious.
No, I said you're talking.
You just said people who are happily married, and I'm saying that actually they're not.
You talk about people who are happily married.
Okay, who are the happily married people I've talked about?
How do you know Sierra and Russell aren't happily married?
Okay, I just gave you the statistics that show it's not true. I just gave the statistics to prove it. Checkmate. Yeah, checkmate.
No, statistics do not say that their marriage isn't. They have 3 kids.
Okay, so
then they
so
seem
people
very happy.
so people
Okay, I'll
having
just say
children.
they
So if
seem
somebody
very
gets
happy.
if a woman gets pregnant, that indicates that she's happily married.
I just said they seem optically.
Okay, so
very
you just
happy.
said they have 3 kids. So having children is the indicator that you're happily
I
married.
said they have 3 kids, and she seems.
What does that have to do with her
happy.
being married? I mean, with her being happy. What's that got to do with it?
She seems happy. I've
So
said that
having
5
children
times.
is what indicates.
No,
they
I
seem
said
happy.
optically.
Okay, so what is the
Optically, she
besides the
seems
children?
happy.
What indicates that?
She seems joyous, light.
Seems. How do you see that? Where did you see that?
Now, notice how involved this conversation is. So now, to further teach the lesson that I'm talking about over here tonight, got a question for everybody in the chat room, the men and the women, okay? Got a question for the men and the women. How many of y'all think right now, if that current man walked in on that conversation and just walked in and she didn't know it and heard all of that, how many of y'all think that man would be cool with all the shit that he hearing? Talk to me. I want to ask a question. How many of y'all think that if her current man, as she say, walked in on this conversation and she didn't know it and he just sat there and let me just listen who this bitch talking to? How many of y'all think he would be cool with what's being said? I want to see. Whatever your answer is what your answer is. I want to do a temperature check in the chat room. Say it again. How many of y'all think that if her current man walked in on this conversation and he just sat there and said, let me just see who she talking to. This is a very involved conversation. She talking to a nigga? Okay, let me see what they're talking about. How many of y'all think you'd be cool with that? Hey, I'm looking in here. Let me see what y'all saying. Project Leroy saying, ain't no damn way. And by the way, ladies, most men responded to this. They responded from a place like it couldn't be me. I know it couldn't be me. Now, if it was me, I would sit there and listen. I'd be like, yeah, let me not interrupt this. I want to hear all this bullshit. Oh, I'm going to sit there and listen. I'm going to kick back, chill, relax, and grab some snacks. I want you to get it all out. Let me hear just how enamored with this other nigga you finna be. Because, see, I need to make sure that he really him for you because you finna go where he at, bitch. Oh, you better believe it. I will politely wait till your phone call in. If you ain't noticed me there. Hey, oh, baby, and shut the fuck up. What the hell is going on between the sheets in my home? Well, y'all seen that Isaac Brothers video? Young folks, you don't know what I'm talking about. Mr. B, the R. Kelly thing, no matter what you think of R. Kelly, he did make a classic. But she would be going with him, okay? So I would want her to, make sure she get all of, I'll be like, hey, call him back. Tell him to come on and pick you up. So this is where you going, heifer. Because he's him. It ain't me. And look, I wouldn't be mad. Hey, I'm happy you found him because that's where you finna go. Okay? So most people are like, no, man. And everybody be like, if you came in here, you know what I'm saying, and heard that, you wouldn't be cool with that. So anyway, she ain't done though. Oh, she got more out of pocket to be. Let's let it continue.
Her face and her appearance, my optical observation.
Okay, the
You
face
know
and
what
appearance that
optical
I see
means?
from her is the one we always see. She's dutied up. She's made up.
She's
She's got her.
dutied
She's
up? What
dutied
does
up.
that
She's
mean?
made up. She's got her veneers in. So no, I don't see anything that we don't see from literally everybody else.
Okay, so for a woman to be happy, she has to be ugly, no makeup, looking like a freaking. What are you talking
No,
about?
what I'm saying is that if she were happy, then she would be as buoyant and gushing about him as he is about her, and that has never happened.
But I just said she looks light and happy.
No,
when
you're
she's
talking
with
about her
him.
facial expression, but then again, you're a bad judge of that. I'm talking about the indicator of happiness is not your facial expression. The indicator of happiness is your testimony, and she doesn't have a happy testimony about him. Now, he, on the other hand, is a lot more enthusiastic about her than she is about him. That's not a happy marriage. That's a symbiotic parasitic relationship. That's not a happy marriage.
I mean,
They seem.
Now, to address the point that Jason is making about Russell Simpson here, man, again, you know what? Hold on. I wonder, can I find that picture of this fool that, because Jason is right about this. Hey, what you think of he right about this? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. To underscore my point, let me see if I can find that picture of this fool where his wife, that she claims to be here, the title, that's what they say, was in that damn dress with her whole ass out and his stupid ass is in the background just a teasing and grinning. That's right, baby. I'm your biggest supporter. Jason is right about that. And that goes whether it's the man or the woman. You know, see, if you got the genuine article, you're equally interested in each other. It's reciprocal. It's not forced, because if that's your him and that's your her, hey man, that's your favorite person to be around. That's your, you know, that you got a Bonnie and Clyde thing going on. That's your Ace Boone Coon. You know? So I mean, hey, you know, let me see if I can find that picture, man. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, people think we just be whistling Dixie over here. Let me see if I can find this fool, man. When I saw this, I was like, boy, look, and when I show it, fellas, because y'all remember the picture I'm talking about. If I can find it and put it up here, I'm going to ask it in real time, and this is where you have to make all the helpers that be supporting the bullshit look stupid. I'm going to ask all the men that are married in here or have a significant other, if you would be cool with your woman going out the door looking like this and then come back home to you talking about this your number one that you hold up in the air. Let me see if I can find that damn picture. Y'all better hope I ain't got it in here, boy, because, man, it ain't no way to defend this bullshit unless you a super simp from the planet No-ness, okay? That's the only way you can defend this bullshit if I can find the damn thing. I might not have it in here because I covered this on a previous broadcast. Let me see. Do I have Russell Wilson in here? Okay, boy. When I saw this shit, I was like, boy, no. Like, what in the hell is you got going on with this? Yeah. Oh, shit, I done found it. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a second. I'm finna put it on the screen here, and I want you to defend it if you can. Oh, I want you to defend it if you can. Let me go get this. Yeah. Oh, boy. And look, if we gonna be honest, there's no defending this bullshit. It ain't no way you can do it. All right? The only way you can defend this is if you just, you know, you're a fellow turbo thigh and, you know, you ain't got no type of morals and decency. So I'm gonna ask the brothers. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. I done found it. Oh, I done found it. Yes, I have. Oh, I done found it. And thank you, Mrs. Ebony Dean, the vegan kitchen queen. Thank you, my dear. All right, fellas. Yeah. To my men that have wives and significant others. Your woman say we get ready to go out on the night on the town. You done made reservations. You done got dressed up. You done told her to go in the closet, pick something to wear. She come out that closet. You waiting outside. She step by the door in this. And turns around. You can see all the derriere and anything under there. How many of y'all cool with that? Is this what a wife's supposed to do? And if she do it, can she come back to you? Project Leroy say horticulture. Oh, that is funny. Horticulture. Because this is in 4K. Okay? I didn't Photoshop this. Y'all done seen it. I didn't make it up. Alvin Cooper said it best in Boozy voice. Come on, man. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Brothers, is this what we doing? Hey, is this the new thing? How many of y'all gonna, hey, is this what we doing, gentlemen? This the new thing? Is this what we supposed to do to be real men? Because you know they're gonna tell us we ain't real men if we don't let our women go out like this, right? Huh? Hey, fellas, I got a question for you. How many of y'all want to be a real man? If this is what it takes for you to be a real man, you got to stand in the picture in public. Your woman wearing lingerie, that ain't even no fucking dress. With her whole ass out. Now, you done took vows to this bitch. But in order to be a real man, this is what you got to do. Hold on, y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, this the couple right here. This who you looking at, this stupid looking motherfucker. He looked like a goofy character, too. I mean, he looked just literally like a character from Disneyland or something. This is what we doing, fellas. The one that we hold up in there and say, we proud of her, this the one. Walk outside and shit. Who you at? Boy? And y'all think Future can't still fuck this bitch if he hadn't already? Because that's who she really wanted. Women always talking about selling, fellas. You better not settle neither. Then you gonna come in and play stepdaddy? But any women on the sound of my voice think I'm just being hard. You hating, you don't know they hard, and you how you know. Let me tell you something. At the very least, don't you think if this nigga willing to come in and play stepdaddy to somebody else's kids, this bitch don't owe him more respect than that, than to go outside and put her whole ass on display, and that's your fucking husband? Boy, couldn't be me. Oh, hell no, we don't raise them like that down here in Georgia. So, you know, listen, let me get this ain't shit bitch and this silly simp off my damn screen. I just wanted to show y'all that to underscore my point, okay? Let's let it continue.
You're the judge of whether or not they seem okay.
Well, how would you judge if they were?
I just explained it to you. I just explained it.
Who do you think is a happy marriage then? Who do you think is a happy marriage?
A female who would fight, kill.
Stop saying female. Can you stop saying that? Can you say woman? That is so disrespectful.
Sister.
If you thought Jason was so disrespectful, you wouldn't be sitting up here arguing with him. Bitch, you're flirting, and we see it.
Polite, Sister Polite, calm down. This is my program. And this is why, and this is why, this is why you're calling me. This is why you're calling me on a Friday.
So does that mean? First of all, I spent 12 hours getting my hair done. And I just woke up like an hour ago.
That was 12 all day. That took 12 hours.
No, it took 20 hours actually.
What I'm seeing on your head took 20 hours.
She's not a professional, and she didn't.
Clearly not. 4 children at a kindergarten could have done that in 8 hours. What? That took one person. That took 20 hours. That.
First of all, could you do it?
3/4 graders could have done that over lunch.
That's literally not true. This is a blended style. Anyway, you always talk about people who do things that you can't do. You can't braid hair. You can't get married. You can't get a girlfriend. But you always talk about people who do things you can't. Why do you do
I can get you to call me up and spend as much time as I want you to.
I literally.
Boom. Right there. He ain't told no lie right there. I don't care what you think of Jason Black. He ain't tell no lie right there. He can get more than that if he want to, and probably have by now. Shit, we don't know. Ain't my business. Because, bitch, why do you care so much to argue with him about something? See, for my young men, the older guys know it. For my young men, if your woman care this much to argue with another man and trying to get his validation about how she look and all of this, and just, this is imprinting. This is what that term means in case nobody ever really broke it down and explained it in simple layman's terms. You better watch out for this shit, because it shows up in more than one form. Because we just talking about these call-in broadcast show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is out of pocket. And again, ladies, you can just flip the inverse. A man will be out of pocket doing it too. The hell is this here, boy? Hey, just sitting over here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and boy, watch this response after Jason just said, I can get you to call up and spend as much time arguing with me as I want to. Now, a woman that respects her man, let's just say she didn't think she was doing anything wrong. See, I'm going to show you where this is indefensible, because I had to save it to get to this part here. Let's just say the woman didn't think she was doing nothing wrong. Didn't have no ill intentions. If your woman really respects you, this is the point where she would have said, oh, no, so you basically telling me that you can have your way with me? That's basically what he's saying in so many words, because, hey, he basically got control of her and commanding her attention. A woman that didn't think she was doing no wrong would have hung the fucking phone up right then and would have never called back in. And I ain't saying that's what should happen. Again, this isn't really even about Jason. This is just an example of if this happens anywhere with your girl, young men. That's who I'm primarily talking to. If this happens anywhere with your girl, young men, this is a no-go. This is a permanent deal breaker right here. You don't have no conversation. You cut her off. So let me tell you why I'm saying you do it that way. You cut her off because trying to argue with somebody about something you know they've done, if you call them, like, in other words, I'm putting in the context, let's just say her current man, like Chrissy said. Her current man hears that broadcast. Know it's her, identify her voice. You don't argue with nobody about something you already know. You cut their ass off. They know what they did. Let them figure it out. And when I say cut them off, that's when you go somebody there. Don't you waste your piece of mind. Cause think about it. Arguing with a motherfucker, a ain't shit bitch or a ain't shit nigga, what's that gonna change? See, a lot of us, And I know it's easier said than done when your emotions are invested, but I'm telling you the healthy thing to do and what's good for you. Is it easy to do? No. But you save your self-respect, dignity, and mental sanity, because if you confront an ain't shit bitch or ain't shit nigga, the only thing they're going to do is gaslight you about what you caught them with. You can have them in whore K, and I say whore K applying to ain't shit niggas as well. You can have caught them red-handed or hoe-handed in whore K, and they're just going to lie, and that's just going to make you mad. And what have I taught y'all about time? Where my day ones? You know what I'm finna tell you. Time is the most precious, non-renewable resource that any of us have. Don't waste your time arguing with somebody about something you know for a fact you done caught them doing. Because what you think gonna happen? You think they're gonna be like, oh my God, you caught me. I'm so sorry. I'll never do this again. And no, that's not gonna take back what they did, and they not gonna change. The best revenge is living well. Do not crash out. Move on without a word. They know what the fuck they did, what you need to tell them for. Let it continue.
Called you because why are you sitting around talking about black women?
You call me all the time.
Honestly, I call you because the things that you say, I feel like poison the mind.
Oh, so I can't. So I am popular with females.
Okay, let's use that, because Jason ain't got no reason to lie. He said she calls him all the time. I believe him, because I've seen this happen many times. Okay, on his program. All right, for y'all don't know, I used to be a moderator over there. Okay, listen, let me tell you something. I believe that because let's just go with what she's saying. Okay, she says she called up because she believes the things he says poison people, etc., etc. Okay, she may really feel that way. Here's a logical question to go to show you that's not why she's calling up. If you really believe that, bitch, start your own platform and counter what he's saying. What you got to argue with him for? Because what Jason believes is what he believes. You're not going to call him up and argue him out of his opinion. That's his opinion on his program, on his platform. He's entitled to it. What make you think you gonna call up and argue him? See, sometimes you have to enunciate how stupid something is. Do you think you gonna call this man up or anybody and argue them out of something that they strongly believe in? You see how silly that sounds when you say it out loud? Yeah. So if you really did, that was the reason why you were calling him. Nah, bitch, you flirting. That's what you're doing. And look, let me say this, Chrissy or whoever. Whatever bitch that do this. If you get what you looking for, don't complain when you get it. Shut the fuck up. You don't get to come back on the internet. Oh my God, he that. Shut your stupid ass up. You took your dumb ass over there by free will. So if you buy it, you keep it. Now that's what I'm saying to this ain't shit bitch and anybody else. If you get what you're looking for and you find out it's something wrong, I don't want to hear nothing. You better not come over here, GBS, and shut your ass up. Don't you come here. I don't want to hear nothing. We responsible for the choices we make as adults is the point that I'm making. Let it continue.
I just said I feel like you poison the mind.
Oh, so I am popular and able to give females attention. Oh, so I can do it.
Yes, he can. I've seen it many times over the years. He can definitely do that. He ain't just whistling Dixie. I've seen it. He's telling the truth.
And I'm very good at it.
What kind of sick
That is true too. He ain't lying.
Marketing tactic is this? This is so sick.
Okay, well,
this is how you obviously
you love it.
It's a marketing tactic that worked on you. You ain't shit, bitch. So yeah, he's right. She does love it.
I don't. It stresses me out every time you come on. I'm like, oh my
God.
Then
obviously you love.
Okay, so now I got a question because he gonna go what obvious is, but I got to go ahead and make it even plainer than that. Let me ask the ladies in my chat room something, because see, when I teach, I like to really make it make sense. People can say they don't like it, you did whatever, but you can't say I'm lying. To the women in my chat room, and I'm assuming most of the women over here, and I know my lady is, most of these women over here, would you consider yourselves women of leisure, shall I say? What I mean by the term women of leisure, because I'm going to ask you ladies in the chat room a question. I want to see what y'all say. When I say women of leisure, would you prefer an easier life versus a harder life? Because I'm finna ask a very important question. If you women are women of leisure, my question is, do you willingly seek out something that agitates or irritates you or has you upset like Chrissy just claimed Jason makes her? Oh my God, you make me so upset. I feel irritated. I had to call you to get more irritation. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Jason, you irritate me. Oh my God, oh my God. Is that what y'all do, ladies? I need y'all to sign off. Talk to me. Every woman in my chat room, I'm asking you, when something irritates you, because I know my woman. Oh, babe, I got to pick on you. Let me tell y'all something. She gonna choke me. She gonna kill me. My woman, let me tell y'all, she's got 2 classic phrases that she uses. Okay? When my baby is irritated, she got 2 classic phrases. She gonna kill me for this, y'all. She's like, hey, nope. I'm just not gonna do it, and I don't have to. See, listen, let me tell you about mine. Mine is put up, and she is super spoiled. Okay, that's right. I spoil my woman because my baby's good to me, and I love her. My baby tell you quick, oh, I'm just not gonna do it, and I don't have to. And will say it with a sophisticated, rich woman snob and turn her nose up in the air. Boy, she is highly perturbed of anything that makes her comfort go away. She ain't finna do it. And ain't bullshitting. You understand? So I asked the question, just for point of reference, how many women like to seek out things that make you willingly uncomfortable? Boy, this help on this phone ain't worth 2 dead flies put together. Let's let it continue.
Love the pressure because you keep coming back for more of it. Which, by the way, you are correct to do. Which you are correct to do.
No, honestly, I don't like the way that you use like black empowerment to hide like your.
Okay, I'm not what black empowerment am I discussing?
Now, see, she thought she had a gotcha right here, but Jason will tell you on that channel, he talk about more, as he says, power dynamics. Some people review it as relationship content because it is. And, you know, he focuses on that. So he'll tell you over there to put in the chat room, $B1 sign. So he's made it clear that the business channel is not about the things he discusses on the Black Authority channel. She thought she had a gotcha moment there. I'm like, no, he tell everybody that's not a, haha, I gotcha. No. So, yeah, let it continue.
No.
Quote me. Quote me. What is the black empowerment that I'm discussing?
You used your overall influence to guide people to this sick channel about this.
Okay, I don't even promote this channel.
Then how the hell do people find it anyway?
Because I'm very good at what I do. I could start a channel about.
Now I got to defend Jason on this because I'm being unbiased and saying this from a point of fact from what I've known. Because I've been a moderator on all of his channels years ago. I can't recall a single time on the Black Authority channel or the other channel where he ever said, hey, y'all go subscribe to the business, or I don't remember him never putting up a trailer discussing the business. I don't even never remember saying anything about the business on the Black Authority channel. So he ain't lying there. He don't promote that channel on his others. I don't see him promote it on his X account. Now, if he promoted on his Facebook or wherever, that's a different story. I don't know. I ain't on Fedbook, aka Facebook. But that's just what I know. Now, if somebody can present evidence to the contrary, fill me in. But I didn't see it, and I was over on the channel for years. Okay, so now he telling the truth there. Let's let it continue.
Yeah.
I could start a channel about dogs sitting in the front yard, and I'll get people interested.
That you do have a very effective and sick marketing tactic. I will admit that.
Okay,
sure
just because you're not very good at it doesn't mean that I'm in the same boat.
I choose not to sink to certain levels.
Okay, you have delusions of grandeur, which is the problem. Why don't we talk about something a little more relevant to you?
Says the unmarried man.
Why don't we talk about something a little more relevant to you? Why don't we discuss a side chick position?
Now it's about to get interesting because y'all probably said it can't get no more out of pocket than this. Oh, yes, it can. If you thought that I was being harsh by calling this heifer an ain't shit bitch that has a current man, by the way, at least as of that broadcast, wait till you hear what Jason about to go next. Because see, first of all, one thing you can't accuse Jason Black of being, whether you like him, don't like him, whatever, you can't accuse him of speaking in language that confuses you. He just said clearly, how about we discuss what you really came here for? I'm paraphrasing. A side chick position. Now, she has a current man, according to her, not me. Watch where this conversation is about to go.
Now,
Jason,
by the way,
you
folks,
trying to
by the way,
disrespect me by saying
folks,
you wanna fuck with me so
by the way,
bad.
folks,
You wanna
let's
fuck with
see
me
if
so
she screws.
bad,
Let's see if
but
she.
you keep
Okay,
trying to
you're gonna be
disrespect me.
quiet. Let's see if she screws this up as badly as she screwed up the last time. Let's see if she does something really stupid and screws this up just like she did before. Now, here's what I want. Here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to be quiet. And in front of the world here, folks, just to show you something, we're going to go ahead and make you an offer.
Now, to my young men, let me school you yet again. Because my older brothers, you don't need to hear nothing I'm saying. You should already know if you're a Gen X and above, okay? To my young men, pay attention. Jason is giving her commands that she's obeying. When your woman has been imprinted on by another man, he can give verbal commands and she will follow them, even if he's attempting or borderline insulting her. Do you hear me? He's issuing specific instructions and underscoring it by saying, here's what you're going to do. There's no pushback. There's no, I'm not going to do it. There's no hang up the phone, sit your out of pocket raggedy ain't shit ass down. Oh no, none of that is going to happen. I'm finna show y'all what's about to happen though. So see, when people like to argue with me, you better keep in mind who you're arguing with. And for those of future reference who want to go back and study this, this will be in the On the Grill playlist on the channel. If you're new to the channel, go over to the playlist section. You will see our series, Children of the Chalk, On the Grill. Okay, we got several series over there that you can check out. So this will be in the On the Grill playlist. But this is going to be one that needs to be studied many times. Okay, to my young bucks, anytime another man can give your woman commands and she sit there and get quiet and start obeying, boy, you are not him. Okay, you ain't him. It's over with. Ain't shit you can do to reform that. Ain't no counseling you gonna be able to go through. You ain't gonna have no conversation with her and talk that regular bitch out of that. She has made a decision. And the next one to make is gonna be up to you. Let it continue.
I'm gonna make you a side chick position offer tonight.
How am I gonna be a side chick when you ain't even got no man?
Be quiet. I'm gonna give you a side chick position tonight. However,
you don't even have
it is contingent on one thing, one very minor thing. You have to simply tell everybody that the answer is not no.
Ooh, shit. Bravo to Jason Black. Hey, listen, I am not hating. This is needed. This is needed. This ain't about liking, don't like. This shit is needed. Let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me put my boy back on the screen up here. This is why I call him a national hero, Mr. Breezy. Oh, we need to see this in real time. Now, keep in mind, Jason Black ain't even on camera. She can't see him. Now, we don't know if she has seen him or not. We don't know that. But she can't see him now. This is our talk game. To my young men, let me tell you something us old timers know. Those of y'all that call us unk, let me tell you something. Young men on the sound of my voice, and when I say young men, if you're Gen Z, Gen Alpha, listen to me. Seduction, sex, attraction does not start when you physically touch a woman. It starts between that woman's ears. Do you hear me? You better learn how to show up in your talk game, cause boy, some of us out here, boy, can talk a monkey out his last banana and make that motherfucker smile while handing it over. You hear me? If your talk game is sharp enough, you can have these helpers out here looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight. Do you understand? I ain't telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I have experienced and not what I think. Big difference. I don't just know it. I've experienced this enough to tell you that's how it is. You young men better tighten up. Don't you let this new age bullshit gaslight you and tell you toxic and And you got to be a real man if you let your woman publicly disrespect you and call up and flirt with other niggas or do it in person, whatever. If you don't tolerate male friends, don't you go for that shit. You better keep your manhood intact. If you look down between your legs and you got a twig and berries down there, your nuts still attached, you were born to be a man. And that means you got to have a fucking backbone and learn when to say no. And look, there's some of you young niggas out here that's all in love. Don't be scared to cut a bitch off. Cut these hoes off if they disrespect you like this. She ain't the only one in the world. Move around, my brother. Okay? They all are not like this. Now let's clear this up, because you know some people listen. Man, all women will do this. Yes, they will. Let me talk to you, dipshits. Are all people capable of deception? Yes. All people, men and women, are capable of deception. We all are. Do all of us exercise it willingly? No, we don't. That's a conscious decision, that's a choice that you choose to make. So for the, they all do it. No, all are capable of doing it. If all women were doing that, boy, this society would look completely different. All women don't get down this way, okay? That's the responsible way to give that message, all right? She ain't done yet. We're going to let it continue. Oh, boy, y'all, boy. But y'all that hadn't heard this, and again, you can catch the whole thing on The Business Channel with the title there, Russell Wilson Explains Why He Chose. You know, you'll see it over there. Wait till y'all hear how this conversation concludes.
I don't, Jason.
Okay,
if you want me, you
ma'am.
really could just say that. You really could just say that if you want me.
Chrissy,
you don't have to disrespect me.
Chrissy,
it's really.
I would like to extend to you a legit.
We from the same city. Jason.
I would like to extend to you I would like to.
Boy, that ain't good. She say they from the same city or in the same city, Shreveport. Whoever that current man is, boy, you got a problem on your hands. Now, maybe her and her current man have an agreement. Maybe she's in a polyamorous relationship. We don't know. But if this bitch is purporting to be monogamous, oh, you ain't worth two dead flies put together. This bitch ain't said no yet, by the way. Keep that in mind.
Extend to you a legitimate, for real side chick position tonight. All you have to do is
I'm honored.
All you have to do is tell everyone that the answer isn't no.
Jason, I don't know if the girls at Southwood
is the answer yes or no?
Mean to me.
Chrissy,
I was not the girls at Southwood that were mean to you. Jason.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Down.
Is the answer
I don't
yes?
know, maybe you went to Shreve.
Is the answer yes or no?
That Keisha from up the street just.
Boy, she sure ain't saying, she ain't answering this question. And little sister Dolores, here's the thing. Sister Dolores said he probably a trick. He could be, I don't know. But you know what? That's irrelevant. The main point is this woman has a current man and she's in another nigga's face. So whether he a trick or not is irrelevant. He may be, he may not be. I don't know. But I do know one thing. This bitch here is out of pocket if she got a man and she claims to be faithful to him. So whether he tricking or not, that's beside the point. She ain't supposed to be there. She's not supposed to be there. And women, you better understand when you're not supposed to be somewhere. Because most women, by the time you've been with a man, you know whatever, and it's different for every man, whatever his criteria and deal breakers are. Let me give young women some advice that want to get a man and keep a good man. All you older sisters should know this. I'm going to be very clear before I let this continue. This is going to be some of the most important advice you've ever heard in your life. Once you get to know your man and he done laid out what his deal breakers are and be like, look here, I ain't with this. I don't play these kinds of games. I don't find this shit funny. You better not let that man have to repeat that to you, because you got two types of men. You may have a man that if you go and put him to the test, he may tell you about it one time. Then you have other men, and primarily a Sigma male, that we're not going to have a conversation with you about something we done told you not to do. Because see, let me flip this back over to my young men. This is where proper masculinity training comes into play, of saying what you mean, meaning what you say. And like the Bible says, let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. When you give what your deal breakers are, you have to do this one important thing, and you do not take no for an answer. You don't let women play that game where they go around your question and play semantics. You lock their asses in and you be like, listen, this is a yes or no question. I've laid out my deal breakers. This is the most important question you young men can ask them to establish this. So that way, if she fuck up and you leave, there's no conversation to be had. Do you understand what I just said to you? That's the question you ask. After you lay out your deal breakers, you sit them hell down. Do you understand what I just said? Because now is the time to ask me questions if you don't. You want to get it clear right there because you making it known now. I better not have to bring this up again because if I see you doing this, I'm not going to sit here and play games with you and tell you about something that you know better than to do. That's called being a man and standing on your motherfucking square. Let it continue.
Dish you so
Chrissy,
bad, Mrs. Southwood.
Last try.
You got to disrespect me every time.
Is the answer yes or no?
First of all, let me see your main chick. Let me see the main one that I'm gonna be the side to.
Why don't man worry about worry? That's the problem. Bad negotiator. Worry about your key fob. Don't worry about theirs. Now all
I know this is a phantom position.
Is the answer yes or no?
Nah, I gotta see what you're working with. First of all, I don't know who you pulling first. I don't know what level you're working with.
So the answer is not no.
It would depend on the benefits of the role. Currently, I'm not married, so yeah.
And that's how Dan.
Oh boy, from where the folks that may play this back? Oh, you call her out her name. You said she ain't shit, bitch. Oh, you hate women. Blah blah blah. Have she not proven that she ain't shit, bitch? Again, play this broadcast back for the haters. She said she has a current man. This bitch sat up here on this phone and been all kinds of out of pocket. This man offered her a side chick position. She ain't saying no. And then the bitch come out and said it depends on the benefits. Boy, whoever you are talking to Chrissy and Shreveport, nigga, dump that bitch. Are you insane? Little old goofy nigga, whoever you are. I hope you're offended if you find this broadcast, nigga. I'm trying to help you. And this ain't no hate on Jason. Shit, get what you supposed to get. Because it ain't his fault. He doing what a man's supposed to do. With a trifling ass. It depends on the benefits. And this underscores when I said that this is a hood rat. Speaking hood ratties. Independent on the benefit. See, let me break that down. Reason why I'm calling her a hood rat, a real woman would not lower herself and be for sale. Yes, ladies, your womanhood and your honor and integrity is not for sale if you're a real woman. That's the difference between you and a thought or a whore. You can't live life in whore K and be honorable at the same time. Those two things cannot exist in the same space. It's one or the other. And men are always going to deal with you that way. Because, see, I'm going to make people clutch their pearls tonight. I got something else for you. You think you were clutching them earlier. Let me tell you something. We have more respect for an honest whore than we do a pretentious bitch pretending like she's not one. I'm going to say it again. We have more respect for an honest whore, a Glorilla, a Sukihana, a Sexy Red, a Lotto, shit, Ice Spice, whoever you want to name. I'm just naming some famous stars. The prostitute on the blaze. She ain't hiding what she is. Hey, at least she being who she is. She's not under any pretense of trying to fool anybody. We have far less respect for bitches pretending to be something they're not. Be what you are so people can deal with you where you at. Let it continue.
Damn good I am. Now, what you are going to do now is you are going to send me an email at handlethebusiness@yahoo.com.
Another command, ladies and gentlemen.
The subject line will simply be Chrissy side chick position. And we will have a discussion.
Okay,
now get off my phone.
You're so crazy, bro.
Hang up, because I don't like a chick who talk too damn much. Hang up and get to emailing.
Oh, did you hear that? He said, get off my phone and hang up and get the emailing. So if the other shit wasn't borderline assaulting, he just talked to you like, and look, for anybody that's like, oh, why he talked to her like that? Let me tell y'all something. He talked to her by where she's placed herself. Because if you coming to another man like that and you already showing him you disrespecting the man that you currently with, then we gonna treat you like you ain't shit because you placed your value beneath where a woman's value should be. You ain't shit. We don't find that shit cute. Yeah, niggas will drop some dick off in your ass, but if you think that you're gonna get some respect, So to her, he's him. Him could be anybody, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't about Jason Black. Let me say it again, because you have slow people that come here. You talking about shut your ass up. I'm saying it's about whether it's Jason Black, anybody. You could put anybody in that situation. If your woman is in another nigga face, and offline or online, nigga, you got a problem. You better trade that bitch in. Same thing could apply for the ladies if your man is in these hoes' face and shit. All right, play with that if you want to. You can't change another person when they've made a decision, whether it's a man or woman. You can't do that. Now, before we close out here tonight, I got to give y'all some more timely and relevant advice here. Okay, like to be thorough. I showed y'all that in real time for a reason. I'm so glad that he did that. Okay, or I got something. If y'all thought we played so far was out of pocket, you ain't heard shit yet. Hold on to your horses, okay? Hold on. Listen, I'm gonna play this in its entirety without interruption, and then I'm gonna tell you why this is just absolutely insane. Stop listening to these silly, goofy, dizzy bitches on the internet, okay? Let me play this.
To lose a good man, it's not cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of.
Hold on. I may not be able to get this one to play right here. I'm seeing some glitches. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give y'all an extra treat, okay? I ain't gonna break that one down tonight, because if it's playing choppy and it's playing choppy on my end, y'all, it's probably coming through choppy on y'all end. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna give y'all an extra treat. I'll do a pre-recorded video and I'll break that down as a premiere, okay? I'll break that down as a premiere, because, you know, if it's choppy, we ain't gonna be able to get the game. So, see, y'all getting a lot of content here, man. Y'all getting a lot of content this week because there's so much to cook on. So we're gonna get back to business here, but I usually do this on Patreon, but, you know, y'all gonna get an extra treat. So I'll do that as a pre-recorded premiere, and I may, you know, do it sometime tomorrow and drop it. Be looking out for it. And I'll break that nonsense down for you. And it would have fit into the silly shit we review here tonight, but if it ain't playing right, hey, we will get to it where y'all can hear everything. All right? But bottom line, back to everything else I was saying, pay attention. Because, see, before we close out here, I want to play something else for y'all, all right? We're going to see what the white boy's perspective on that is, okay? And when I say that, we're talking about the loyalty of women. Now, why am I playing the white boy's perspective? Usually, I don't give a fuck what going on in Mayo land. But there's always a method to my madness. So let me tell you why I'm playing this, ladies and gentlemen, especially my young men. I'm playing this so that you will see even the white boys have sense enough to recognize when they're not him or when a bitch ain't shit. Okay, so basically, in case you didn't catch that, I'm playing this so, hey, you will feel funny if you let the white boy have more sense than you. All right? I want you to listen to what the white boy have to say.
The real reason why women act that way is because they view it to be the socially acceptable way. In my opinion, this is going to be maybe like a actually, you know what? This is a nuclear take. I think that women are biologically or more biologically predisposed to betray their culture, to fit in with what the dominant narrative is, regardless of what it is. They will always side with what they think is going to give them more security and what they think is the dominant force. And I think the reason.
Now, let me put some context to what he's saying. Because his statement on itself, it is correct, but there needs to be some context added to it. In general, yes, that is all race of women's default survival instinct. It's been that way since time immemorial. The context is, what he's leaving out is, that's the difference between a good woman and a bad woman. Because look, there are some women that have the option to make whatever decision they want and upgrade or whatever and get another guy, if you call it that, has more money, more whatever. But not all of them do that, okay? So that's the context missing. In other words, what I'm saying is, Yes, in general, that is true. There's nothing wrong with a woman trying to make the best decision for her if she's chosen a maid or what have you. That's a life-changing decision. But when it comes to whether she stay loyal or not, what he's saying is, okay, they all gonna basically just make the best decision that's in their interest. The best of them have that under control because they respect and love their man. Now, are they capable of doing it? Yes. I hope I'm making sense. I just want to add responsibility to this comment, okay? It's true on its face, but you have to add the context and not leave out that there are women that, yeah, they have the option, but they don't exercise it because they really love and respect their husband. Let it continue.
And why is of evolutionary biology. Like throughout all of history, women have been treated as second-class citizens and sometimes as
Oh, boy, my chat room is hilarious. Lord, I had looked down here, boy, y'all wildin'. Hey, man, I think the comments of the night go to my brother, Project Leroy. Project Leroy, the first one I got to read, he was talking about Chris Brown been doing it for years, too. That's why they bring him $1,200 for photos. Yes. Look, I'm going to be vulgar with it. They bringing him $1,200 for photos, and depending on what he into for the night, for some dick, too. And that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They willing to leave marriages, relationships, engagements. Hey, I'm going to pay you for the photo and the dick. So him does exist. Very good comment. Next comment, my brother Project Leroy says, tell him about the thought line, boss. And thought him, Bob. Yeah, we got to tell him about the thought line. All right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shout out to Project Leroy, man. That brother's hilarious. All of y'all are hilarious. We get to having a good time over here. And look, for any ladies like, well, when you gonna do the one about the men? Hey, I take submissions over here. I talk about the ain't shit niggas just like I talk about the ain't shit bitches. So don't think that this is one of them biased channels. Check the archives. My day one's doing telling the truth. So ladies, if you want another on the grill where I'm getting on the ain't shit niggas, hey, I got you. Back to business, I got some content coming up that falls into that category. You know? And that's going to be very unique when I drop that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to give you multiple types of ain't shit niggas. Okay, so, hey, there's an equal opportunity platform here. But I'm going to let the white boy continue.
Livestock. And so what happens in a lot of these cases of like raping and pillaging is that you have women that obviously are taken by another totally different group of people and then co-opted and then made their wives instead. And I think that really that evolutionary biology is still applied today. And I think that we still have that today with women that will always side with whatever they think is the more superior or stronger force. They might hate the patriarchy, but they will always default to it to the extent that they think the patriarchy is the controlling force.
Now, watch where I take this, right? Let me ask y'all permission because I know I've shocked a lot of senses here. Because, you know, I have to ask permission. Sometimes I may drop things on y'all that y'all might not be ready for. Ladies and gentlemen gathered over here, can I take this in a different direction that you probably thought it was never going to go? Do I have y'all permission, my esteemed audience? You ladies and gentlemen support this platform. You get to make decisions over here. Yes, that's right. In the Black Ocean, we value our audience. Your say does matter. Can I drop some game on y'all and take this in a different direction that y'all probably thought it would never go in? I want to see enough of y'all let me know, so I will take it there if I see enough response in the chat room. This is interactive over here. If not, hey, you know, we'll just close out and just stick to the, you know, regular subject matter. But there's another direction I'm about to take this in where what he's saying is going to apply exactly as it is. I gave you the responsible contrast and the context to it. But what he's saying here, and boy, I'm going to piss some people off when I say this. Okay, shit, I'm seeing a bunch of yeses. Can I get a few more yeses in the chat room? There's 74 people over here. Some of y'all hate watching. Hey, haters, how you doing? What's happening? What's happening? The rest of you that's not haters doing. Fill it up. Fill up the chat room. I was seeing a whole bunch of yeses up in here. Reach down and type them 3 little yellow letters. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of them. A lot of yeses. Okay. So I'm about to take this in a different direction where what he's saying applies exactly as is. It doesn't need any context. And to piss him off, y'all, to the tether class males. Oh, am I about to go here and lace these truth boots up and kick you square in your ass? Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. To the tether class males. when other groups of men outside your lineage come to your country and they see you bowing down and scraping and kissing ass in your country and abroad, the women of your community will adhere to what this white boy is saying because you've indicated before them that this is the superior male to you. Let me spell it out for you, Tillers. This is why we don't respect you over here, especially amongst the men, you tillery bastards, you. Let me tell you something. On default, the collective society of women assumes that you think you're the better man until you show her that you're enamored with, and watch how I flip this, until you show that collective society of women that you've been imprinted on by a superior male. When you do that, what this white boy saying applies across the board. There's no context. This is why you have them tether wenches over there kneeling. Y'all know I done showed you. They be kneeling on their knees before Zaddy. I done showed you they men trailing behind white people, calling them guys, and, oh, you are so gracious. Oh, you're so grateful. Y'all know I done showed y'all how pathetic they are. Chinese Zaddy come over there and get mad. He go outside and break off a switch and whoop ass. And there's 20 of them sitting up there looking crazy. Ooh, I told him not to take that extra 30 minutes on that lunch break. Oh, I done showed y'all. Yeah, you probably didn't think I was going to go there, huh? So now, a little bit more chat room interaction. Is there anybody under the sound of my voice that disagree with what I just said? Because, you know, I might be hating. You know, I could just be saying stuff just to be saying it. You know, then that's not saying it makes sense, does it? Yeah? Am I telling the truth? Huh? Am I telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, see, this is why they don't like me, man. I teach in a way that most people don't. Let's let it continue.
And I think this is biologically something that they're wired to do. And it's because of, you know, like basically a human conquest across the entire history of humankind. Is that crazy for me to say? Is that crazy for me to say? Like, people think about that.
Yeah. So there you have it. That right there, context that I gave you last, that's where that would apply. And look, all men have to be careful of that. Because let me be very responsible with this and reasonable. There's nothing wrong if I see my brother Project Leroy doing something outstanding and me saluting my brother and giving him his flowers. Ain't nothing wrong if I see Mr. Sam or FBA Carl Miller, Doc Blake, or Noah Randall, any of the brethren in the chat room. If I see you outstanding, I give you your praise, Ruvencia or Valencia, my brother that's non-FBA but on code, okay? If I see any of you brethren in here doing something excellent, ain't nothing wrong with me giving you praise. Now, where I would be out of pocket at, and I ain't gonna call this particular person out, but they call in to somebody's broadcast and they sound like a damn slave. Oh, your superior, illustrious, wise highness. I'm like, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna put him on blast. Oh, this nigga here. If I call up just singing the praises of another man like that, listen, sometimes the women may be like, well, shit, how much do you really like this nigga? We both competing for the same man. I mean, if you sounding like that, now that's where it's crossing the line. You can respect any of your brothers. I love to salute my brothers out here. I love to see my brothers doing equally well as me, if not better. Especially the younger you are. Let me tell you something, man. If it's a young brother out here doing this thing, man, hey, I ain't gonna do nothing but salute you all day long. I want to see that because the future belongs to you. I love to see the young men and the women excel past where we were with all this technology, all the opportunities and things they can do. So there's nothing wrong with keeping praise in the proper context is what I'm saying. So ladies and gentlemen, I think I made my point clear here tonight. I'm going to leave it here. If you're new here and you like what you're hearing, we cook with hot truth grease over here. We follow the truth wherever it leads. Turn sacred cows to hamburgers. We don't worship celebrities. It's not a gender war space. Like I said, ladies, I will get on the ain't shit niggas as well. Okay? So with that said, learn from it. Listen to it. Teach it to other people that will pick up what I was putting down. Salute to you, Black first, and I will see you all in future content.